Listen closely, not because I'm loud, but because silence is about to tell you something dangerous. You can feel it already, can't you? That tightening behind your eyes. That sense that something you weren't meant to see just brushed past you. Stay with me, because what I'm about to say isn't chaos, it's control. And control always scares people who live off noise. They don't panic when someone screams. They panic when someone goes quiet, somewhere in a room with no windows, under light that doesn't forgive. A file was opened, not flashy, not dramatic, just clean, precise, and disturbingly calm. And the question wasn't, what is this? The question was, who created this threat? That's the part they don't tell you. Because the word threat wasn't about violence. It wasn't about rage. It wasn't about destruction. It was about you. About what happens when someone stops playing the role they were assigned. You see, the real danger has never been loud rebellion. It's disciplined independence. It's someone who understands the rules so well they know exactly when to step outside them. That's why this feels uncomfortable, because deep down, you already know the truth. The system isn't afraid of monsters. It's afraid of strategists. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you reacted instead of responded? When was the last time you gave them exactly what they expected? Emotion, outrage, noise. They train people to be predictable. Predictable voters, predictable workers, predictable critics who burn out fast and disappear quietly. But then, every once in a while, someone learns a different rhythm. They realize that calm is armor. They realize that visibility is optional. They realize that the loudest move is sometimes doing nothing at all. And that's when the file gets created, not by accident, by intention. Here's the part most people miss. Power doesn't announce itself. It documents itself. While others argue online, someone else is building leverage offline. While others flex, someone else is stacking optionality. While others chase validation, someone else is becoming unignorable. That's why the early stages always look boring. Too clean, too quiet, too controlled. But control is unsettling to people who profit from chaos. You don't need to threaten. You don't need to posture. You don't need to explain. Silence is a weapon when it's backed by preparation, and preparation is invisible until it isn't. Let's talk about the beast for a second. Everyone thinks power looks like forward motion, aggression, expansion, constant attack. Wrong. The beast steps back before precision. It pauses. It observes. It lets others expose themselves through impatience. That pause, that's not fear. That's calculation. That's the moment when you stop leaking energy and start storing it. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. You stop reacting to bait. You stop explaining your moves. You stop needing applause from people who don't control outcomes. You move differently. And different is what gets noticed. Here's where the intensity rises, not dark, but strategic. You don't win by being the loudest voice in the room. You win by becoming the variable they can't model. Unpredictability isn't randomness. It's disciplined restraint mixed with sudden clarity. One moment you're invisible, the next undeniable. That's what changes conversations behind closed doors. That's what makes someone look at a screen and ask that question. Who created this? Not what. Who? Because systems understand numbers. They fear minds. Now lean in. This is the lesson layer most people never get. If you want real dominance, not social dominance, not fake status, you must master 3 things. First, emotional compression. Feel everything, show nothing. Emotion is fuel, not output. Second, delayed visibility. Let results introduce you, not words, not promises, not branding. Third, strategic patience. Time reveals patterns. Patterns reveal weak points. This is how pressure becomes leverage. This is how calm becomes terrifying. Not because it's cruel, but because it's accurate. And here's the peak. The moment you stop trying to be understood, you start being respected. The moment you stop signaling strength, you start exercising it. The moment you stop playing offense all the time, you control the board. They don't fear anger. They fear clarity without emotion, because clarity cuts clean. And clean cuts don't bleed loudly. They just end things. So let's extract this properly. No mystery, no theatrics. The rule: never reveal your full intent while you're still building leverage. The mindset shift. Silence isn't weakness. Silence is positioning. The principle: become so composed, so prepared, and so precise that your existence forces recalculation. That's the real threat. Not noise, not chaos, not rebellion. Competence with restraint. And once you operate from that place, you'll notice something strange. The room changes when you enter. The tone shifts when you speak. And somewhere, far away, someone opens a file and realizes the danger was never what you said. It was what you became. Remember this, and if you're sharp enough to see it now, you'll know exactly what to do next. The moment after they realize is always quiet. No alarms, no dramatic speeches, just a subtle shift in posture. A longer pause before someone answers. A question that doesn't get asked out loud. That's when you know the balance moved. Because power doesn't announce recognition. It adjusts behavior. You see, systems don't panic when they can predict you. They panic when the model breaks. When your moves don't match your past. When your silence lasts longer than expected. When your patience starts feeling intentional. That's when you become expensive to ignore. Here's the truth they never explain to you. Most people leak their power through urgency. They rush to prove, rush to respond, rush to defend, and every rush leaves fingerprints. But when you slow down, when your responses shorten, when your emotions stop spilling, when your decisions feel delayed but exact, you create pressure without force. Pressure is influence's quieter cousin. It doesn't shout. It just makes mistakes costly for everyone else. Let's get precise. There's a phase nobody prepares you for. The phase where you're no longer underestimated, but not yet confronted. That's the most dangerous zone, because people start watching without telling you. They start mapping your behavior. They start asking indirect questions through other people. And if you're still performing, still explaining, still reacting, you fail the test. This phase rewards one thing only: controlled ambiguity. Say less, do more, let outcomes speak in fragments. Confusion, when intentional, is a form of dominance. You ever notice how real operators don't argue online? They don't posture. They don't chase visibility. They let others exhaust themselves in public while they build quietly in private. That's not avoidance, that's energy allocation, because attention is currency. And they're not spending it where it doesn't compound. You start doing this and something changes inside you. Your heartbeat slows, your reactions fade, your decisions sharpen. Calm is armor. But armor isn't for hiding. It's for walking through fire without flinching. Now here's where people misunderstand the Joker energy. They think it's madness. It's not. It's detachment. Detachment from approval. Detachment from timelines forced by others. Detachment from emotional traps disguised as urgency. You stop needing to win every interaction because you're playing a longer game. A game where the scoreboard isn't visible yet. And that's why you scare them, because they can't tell if you're behind or if you're already ahead. Let me give you a strategic truth most never learn. When you feel the urge to strike, pause. When you feel misunderstood, wait. When you feel underestimated, smile internally. That's the setup. The beast steps back before precision, not to retreat. To align, precision doesn't rush, precision arrives, and when it does, there's no noise, just results that force explanation from everyone else. Here's another layer. Power doesn't need consistency, it needs credibility. You don't need to show up everywhere. You need to show up correctly once. That one move, that one outcome, that one moment where expectations collapse. That's when the narrative flips. Suddenly people reinterpret your past silence as foresight, your restraint as discipline, your absence as strategy. History edits itself in favor of winners. And if you're wondering whether this path feels lonely, good. Loneliness is often just independence before it becomes authority. Crowds form after proof, not before. So if right now it feels like you're walking alone, building without applause, thinking thoughts that don't fit conversations, you're not lost, you're early. And early always looks strange to people who arrive late. Stay sharp. Because part 3 is where everything stops being theoretical